Attention, citizens of the internet. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The Weekly Rapture is upon you all.
We're here to blow your fucking minds, shove our opinions down your throat, and make you listen to our music.
Welcome to episode 16 of the Weekly Rapture. I am Hannah Row 2, and I am here with Benny.
What up?
I hope everybody is doing wonderful on this Tuesday evening.
At least it's not Monday.
Monday sucked.
Everyone hates Mondays.
I think Monday was my birthday. No, Tuesday was my birthday. It was.
At least Monday's a day off for you.
It was a day off. But either way, welcome to the Weekly Rapture, only here on Exit 92 Radio. I'm Hannah Row 2. This is Benny. Before we get started into anything tonight, we're going to go into a little 5-song music break here because we've got some awesome music selection picked out for you guys tonight. We got some metal meets techno.
It's a versus. We have taken the songs that we've liked today and we've pitted them against each other in a battle to the death. Not really. Just, why not? Something interesting and new.
But we're going to get started here with our little music break and get the word passed around that we're live. And we'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Peace.
And we're back to the Weekly Rapture, only here on Exit 92 Radio. I'm Hannah Rotu, and I'm here with Benny.
Yo.
And so the first thing that I wanted to say here was the other owner of this radio station, the Exit 92 radio station, the big bad Boo Bear. You may know him as Boo. He is in the chat room right now, so if you're listening to the show, Boo Bear and Mrs. Boo Bear is celebrating 4 years of being married. And in that day, this day and age, that is a feat.
That is
such
a milestone right there. 4 years. I can't believe it. Dude, Mrs. Bear and Mrs. Bear, I got to give you a round of applause. 4 years of being married, that ain't easy in today's day.
It's not easy at all. Okay, that's enough sound effects. Okay, so dedicated to Mr. and Mrs. Boo Bear, I went out and I picked a special song for you guys. So here it is, Mr. and Mrs. Boo Bear. Enjoy.
Happy anniversary. I can see Aerosmith. Okay. Still alive.
So, in the spirit of staying with not playing copyright stuff, so I can't play the rest of that song. And I might have to cut it out before I put it on YouTube. But it was totally worth it, because that is definitely the type of song that you would play for this type of event. And, I love me some independent and unsigned music, but, you gotta stick with the classics whenever you're playing
You can't go wrong
music.
with Aerosmith.
You cannot go wrong with Aerosmith. So,
Also, Mrs. Bear is like, I love the Jacob. We adopted him, and he is now Skinny Bear.
hey, I gotta give credit where credit is due, and you gotta support people and their relationships and stuff, and not do what other people try to do, and like freaking try to destroy people's relationships and stuff, and try to split people apart.
Oh yeah,
like,
there's
I've
enough
known
drama
people,
in the world.
I've known people like that, like all in my life, and it's ridiculous. No problem, Boo Bear. We really appreciate you and appreciate you starting up this radio station. If you wouldn't have, then let's face it, we wouldn't have anything to do.
We wouldn't be here right now.
We wouldn't. So thank you, Boo Bear. Thank you, Mrs. Boo Bear, and I hope y'all have a wonderful night. You fucking bastard for going out and seeing Suicide Squad or whatever movie you're gonna go see.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah. But as of yesterday, it is official that me and the Boo Bear are we are the new permanent owners of Exit 92 Radio. The first payment came out yesterday on the bank account.
Woohoo! And Mr. Hans, may I congratulate you of becoming co-owner of Exit 92?
Nah, that's all right.
You're like, it's just a title, doesn't mean anything. Just means money out of my pocket.
Money out of my pocket, but it lets me do something that I like doing. So, but so the next thing I wanted to talk about is this freaking Artist of the Month contest. This Artist of the Month contest that was supposed to start like a week and a half ago.
It's supposed to start this week, but me and Hans have been talking about it, and there's just been constant retools with the contest because we couldn't figure out a method that we liked and to make it fair. But me and Hans have finally figured out how to do it correctly, how we're going to do it. So it's going to be changed a bit from what he originally planned.
Yeah, we decided that the best way to have this contest, and we're not going to start the contest yet today. I'll probably start it on Tuesday's episode.
Next Tuesday's episode.
Or wait, what's today? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
I will probably start it on Friday's episode.
Well, the contest was supposed to start Friday anyway.
Yeah, I could do it on like Friday's episode and then the Tuesday episode and start the new artist on the next Friday episode. But the way that we're going to find this music is we are going to, as we find music for the show, because the biggest part of doing this is just like scouring through the emails of people that send us stuff and like getting hits off the board, and like eventually I'm going to start monitoring the review my song threads on Newgrounds and do live reviews on the show. And I feel like that might draw some attention and just get people to send us stuff.
Oh, well, that's actually that's actually something I wanted to bring up with you, as what I was thinking of doing, because we have some pull in certain areas. I was thinking maybe we can, if the Artist of the Week contest picks up, maybe we can do it as something on Newgrounds itself.
What you mean?
Kind of be like, hey, set up like a forum stuff, or a thread or something.
Yeah. That would be a good idea. And honestly, either one of us could make that thread.
Yeah, this is
but
true.
I feel like we need to get more secure in our other projects first.
Oh, well, that's what I mean. Like after time goes by, I'm talking like in the future.
I want to get the Artist of the Week running good before I introduce the episode change for my Tuesday episodes, which you did not just hear right now, audience.
Nope, not at all. Here, I heard nothing.
Oh, so I stopped the show. Bouvet said, we get paid the big bucks, though. So I stopped the show before I had a chance to play the Weekly Rapture artist thing that me and my brother made here. And I really wanted to play this right here at the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and play this real quick. It's about 20 seconds long, and it's basically why we exist. Why we exist as a radio show.
Oh, I thought you meant as why we exist in general.
No, like why we exist as a radio show.
Why not? There's a good answer.
All right, here we go.
The interpretations of aggravations an artist get away through the soul's confrontation. It's recording all the creations that your heart is creating, while talent shouldn't have the aggravation of no appreciation. Thus the founding of the Weekly Rapture, an amazing creation that can capture your salutations and give them to the unrecognized masses of uniquely crafting artists.
Yeah.
Well, Hans and Evil. That's Hans and Evil for you. Evil Hans.
Hans and Little Knievel, yeah. It's crazy. So the next thing that I wanted to get into was Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, how was your Comic-Con?
It was intense.
See any good cosplays?
I seen quite a few cosplays actually. Let's see. I can actually pull this up real quick, and I can pull up the pictures.
Okay. While you're doing that real quick, if Bear and Mrs. Bear are still listening, I saw their wedding photo. Bear, please keep the beard. You have too much face without it. I'm sorry, I just had to say that. It's because it's true. There's just too much face. Because when I saw that picture, I'm like, is that Bear? That doesn't look like Bear. And then I just, superimposed a beard onto it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that is Bear. It's like, keep the beard, dude. You look better with it.
All right, so I saw a really good Jack Skellington and the mayor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like the parasol that they had. It fit the costume perfect.
Oh yeah, and the other side of the face was fully complete as well. I know you guys can't see these pictures, but I'll figure out a way to put a link in the chat or something after the show, so you can see these pictures.
Also, Jacob, I've noticed it's like you're a skinny dude to begin with, but that Jack Skellington cosplayer was skinnier than you.
Oh yeah. So I got a picture. This is a picture of Captain Jack Sparrow, Assassin's Creed dude in the background.
That is Ezio Auditore in the background. Thank you very much.
Whatever. Okay, and that's all I got in that one. And then
beautiful city, by the way.
Oh yeah, I got a picture with the bubble wrap Zoltan guy from Dude, Where's My Car?
Nice. Did he let you pop any of his bubble wrap?
I popped one of his bubble wrap.
Nice.
And he was like, "Stop doing that." He'd use the exact words from the movie.
Nice. Well, see that's one thing I love about cons and cosplays is when you get into costume. I cosplay myself. When you get into costume, you just get into character.
Mm-hmm. He was totally into character, and he looks like one of those guys in his bubble wrap.
My bubbles.
I got a picture of me with the Hulk.
Oh, what do you know about Hulkamania, brother?
And then I got this one where he's strangling me.
Oh, dude, why would you let the Hulkster get his 12-inch pythons around your neck? That's asking for trouble.
I had to take this picture so that way Nick would be happy. He was loving the Hulk cosplay.
You're getting choked out by the Hulkamaniac himself.
That's honor-worthy.
That Darth Maul is fucking vicious.
Oh yeah, he was vicious. And then the blue Deadpool and blue Spider-Man.
Nice. But no, that Maul, that is vicious. Like the makeup and the horns. Oh my god, I can only imagine how long it took him to do that.
Oh yeah.
And he is not. And that guy is not a. It's like the horns make him look taller, but from height scale from you, he is not short.
Well, I'm 6'1".
Yeah, and then Iron Man is the next one I saw.
Iron Man, that is a guy in a full costume.
Yeah, but the proportions seem a little off.
I think I got to hold on. So you got
Thor
and Iron Man. See, he's got the little light things on his hands too. They just
the repulsor blasts.
Uh-huh.
And also, dude, I'm sorry I forgot to tell you that I was going to be at Comic-Con.
In Tampa?
No, I'm Thor, because that's what some people call me because of my beard and long hair. They're like, you are Thor.
What day? Were you there this past weekend?
No, I wasn't really there. I was joking because you were looking at a picture of Thor, and my friends call me Thor.
I was fixing to say, what? You went to Comic-Con and you didn't tell me?
Oh, come on now, dude. You know if I went to Florida Comic-Con, if I was in Florida at any time out in the swamps, I'd hit you up immediately.
What was that? Boo Bear says, dude, Benny, do that impersonation again. What impersonation?
What are you gonna do when Hulkamania comes for you?
Oh man. Let's see. Next we had. Let's see, where was that? Okay, that was that one. Next we had Fallout Guy.
Nice, New Vegas. That's actually one of my favorites.
Yep, he was pretty cool. He didn't talk much.
Well, I don't think he talks. I don't think I don't think anybody in the post-apocalyptic world that's a main character talks much.
We got the entire cast of Halo.
Nice, Master Chief.
And then we got Ghost Rider.
Nice, Mr. and Mrs. Ghost Rider from the looks of it.
Mr. and Mrs. Ghost Rider. Yes.
You know, nothing says purifying souls than doing it with the love of your life.
Right. And then next we got the Scorpions.
Nice.
And then we got me with Captain Jack Sparrow and Enrique Iglesias back there.
Ezio El Dottore.
Yeah, that guy. And then we got the entire Teen Titans.
Nice. No, you're missing one. You're missing Robin.
Oh, and I forgot Robin. I'm Robin, look.
You ain't Robin.
I'm just kidding. Okay, so, and then next we got RuneScape Guy buying GF with the
Nice.
iron helmet.
Dude, I haven't played RuneScape in a good long minute.
Me neither, but I had to get a picture with him because he was my childhood.
Oh, yeah, dude. If you were a kid growing up in the 90s, early 2000s with a computer, you spent many hours on RuneScape.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I played
Wonder
RuneScape-
Woman.
I played RuneScape on dial-up.
Oh, dang.
Okay, so we got Wonder Woman with Stanley. And then we got Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. The J looks a little eh. The Silent Bob, on the other hand, looks really good.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, I think they just, like, the one dude put on a beard and he had a trench coat and that's what he normally wears. And then the other guy just went in what he normally wears.
Pretty much. But hey, there you go. It works, you know. And I'm sorry, in the spirit of Jay and Silent Bob, I have to do this once. Yo, let me get a dime sack. $15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me, yo. My jungle love.
Oh, EO. And I think I want to know you.
And what?
Oh, man. I love me some Jay and Silent Bob.
Dude, they need to do another movie. Like a Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back 2 or something. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Was there any other pictures? Then this was my photos at 70 miles per hour, basically just landscapes. I got a picture of a sign that says Tampa 97 miles.
Dang.
And then I think that might be it.
Yeah, also, that was an awesome picture of a cigarette butt on the ground, by the way.
It was a picture of all of the crickets that was like in the corner of this building that I work at, and it was like beside the smoke bench, and there was just like crickets nesting in the corner and like multiplying.
Oh God.
Now there's beetles there. Like first it was crickets, now it's beetles.
Oh, Clerks 3 is on the way. Cool, that's what Jason says. Hello, Papa Bear.
What is it?
In the chat, Jason said Clerks 3 is on the way, and I said hi, Papa Bear.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what's up. I like me some Clerks now. That was my shit.
Clerks 1, I couldn't get into it, but Clerks 2 I liked.
I like both of them. I can't say anything negative about it. For sure.
And Bear is not happy.
Bear's not happy.
He just went ... Did I do something I wasn't supposed to?
I doubt it. Okay, so next up, we got, let's see, covered that, covered the Comic-Con. Oh, Comic-Con. So let me tell you about my adventure to Comic-Con.
Yes, please, share.
So we left out Saturday morning, and we got there probably about 10:30. We left out about 7 o'clock. And so we get there, we go and find parking. It was like $15 to park, whatever. We walk up to the convention center. We get inside. They stamp our hand. None of us have any bags, so none of us have to get checked through like security or anything.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, like, you know, we just kind of left our bags in the truck because, you know, it was only like a block away, and and we parked it right in front of our hotel.
Oh, dude, you lucky. Your hotel was only a block away?
It was like 2 blocks away from the convention center and then 1 block away from my hotel.
Okay, that's not bad. It's like when I went to Anime Expo, I had to take a shuttle from my hotel to the convention center.
No, it was probably like 5 blocks away from the convention center.
Okay, that's bad.
But it's not. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all, and we had pretty good parking. So like,
yeah.
But either way, so like we go into the convention center. There's all these people. Like this place is packed. As the RuneScape guy put it, he said that this place is more packed than World 1 Grand Exchange.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes, he said that. He was like, this place is more packed than World War Grand Exchange, isn't it? And I was like, no, you didn't. And he was like, and he kind of shook his head. And I was like, hell yeah, man. I gave him a fist bump.
Oh, hey, dude, come on now. If someone,
he was only like 15 years old, man.
Oh, dude, but still, that is awesome that young kids are still playing RuneScape and getting into it.
That made me feel so much better about society, and I give no fucks to anybody who feels any differently than that, because like RuneScape is awesome.
RuneScape gives us hope.
RuneScape does give us hope, man. That's old school video gaming right there or old school computer video gamings.
Oh yeah, you gotta love old school computer video gaming,
like fucking Doom.
Oh,
fuck you, Boo Bear.
Oh, come on, Boo Bear doesn't know anything. But no, I remember back in the day when the first Doom used to be shareware.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Now that is some old school for any of our younger listeners, but
get down on some Unreal Tournament 2K4.
Oh yeah. Just sit there and just pwn noobs all day.
Some what was that other guy? Uplink.
Yeah. No, I remember before the online gaming community blew up, and if you wanted to play PC games with your friends, you'd have to lug your computer to your friend's house and connect up via LAN, good old-fashioned LAN party.
007 was the shit. It was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah,
GoldenEye.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
But I still say Ocarina of Time was better.
I like me some Zelda, but fucking Golden Gun, man.
Dude, the Golden Gun, I hated the Golden Gun because my friend would always get it and I'd never be able to beat him once he got it.
Of course, that's why it's the Golden Gun, because you murk. That's why you gotta
Golden Gun, please, Golden Gun 2OP, please nerf.
No, that ain't how it works. Once the game came out, there was no updates.
This was back on the N64 where there were no day one patches.
Whatever they were releasing with the game, it came out on the game. There was no fucking add-ons, bullshit. If it was going to be in the game, it was already in the game.
Yeah, what you paid for is what you got. Not that crap where you pay $60 to get a game and then they come out with day one DLC. That's already on the disc. That's stupid. Why don't they just give us what's completely already on the disc?
Dig Dug for Ataris, Jason says.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I love Dig Dug.
I get down on some Pong every day. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
Walking around with your little bicycle pump and blowing up dinosaurs until they pop.
But, so, we went to the Comic-Con. We had a great time. We took some pictures with some people. I'll probably put a link to the pictures in the description of the video after the show.
Or better yet, our listeners can go to our Facebook and look at them there.
Yeah, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I posted them there.
And there's a fly in my studio, and it won't die.
But, so, either way, so we left the Comic-Con, we went back to the hotel, we all got showers, hung out there for a few minutes, and waited for it to get closer to nighttime. And then we went to Ybor City.
Ooh, that's where the fun truly begins.
So, our hotel was on one side of Ybor City, and so we walked to the farthest bar away from the hotel. We started there, and we worked our way back. And we hit as many bars as we could before I officially declared it a night. And because one of our guests decided it would be a good idea to go into the road and try to high five the people that were driving by.
Why did your friend get white Valley Girl wasted?
Because that was his goal for the night, to get fucked up.
Dude, he got more than fucked up. He got obliterated.
He did, right there in Coyote Oakley, in Ybor City.
Oh man,
it was crazy. I was there. My wife was there. We were all having a good time. But whenever people start risking getting locked up, I gotta call it, because there was a lot of cops out that night. And
that's one good thing about you, Hans, is you're the kind of friend you can hang out with. We can hang out with you. We can drink. We can get stupid drunk. But as soon as if we get too messed up and we step out of line, you'll knock us on our ass or knock us out. Make sure that we don't cause any more damage.
Well, anybody who knows this guy knows that he's like twice my size. I was literally pulling him around by the back of his shirt in the middle of the highway.
Oh, God.
I was like, Stanley, get out of the fucking road! And was grabbing him by the back of his shirt and pulling him back on the sidewalk. And, like, he was trying to high-five everybody. And not just high-five, but low-five, too, where his hand was right next to the ground. And he was trying to get people to bend down and low-five him.
It's not smart.
It's not in Ybor City with all of them fucking people. But either way, so I got everybody safely back to the hotel. Everybody passed out. I was the only one who woke up and didn't have a hangover, and they were both feeling like shit. My wife and this guy. I don't want to name his name. Jake's Place in Jacksonville. I've been there. But either way, so we made it back to the hotel. Everybody was safe, whatever. We woke up the next morning. Got some complimentary breakfast. Complimentary of the Hampton.
Oh, you saying at the Hampton?
Yeah, man.
Big spender.
I didn't pay for it.
Who did?
The guy that we were with.
I
work with him. I work with him. Well, he paid for the gas up. I tried to pay him for this stuff. Like, I was like, dude, I'm going to go in half with you. And then, like, he didn't want me to go in half with him. So I, like, tried to give him some money after everything was said and done with. The only thing that I really paid for was the drinks that we bought Saturday night for all three of us.
But, hey, that's good. Hey, then that's a trade. That's a fair trade. He put you up in the Hampton. You help him get trashed.
It was about $200.
That seems about fair trade.
Yep.
Hey, you guys had fun at least.
Dude, we had a great freaking time, man. We had so much fun. But
so you'll be going back to Comic-Con next year?
I don't know, man. I mean, it was a great time and everything, but it was definitely a lot of money. So we'll definitely have to see whenever the time rolls around if I have the money to spend. Whenever.
Okay, well, let's hope in the future they don't come out with a league convention, because we know you dump all your money into that.
But now the big bad Boo Bear is trying to go out to MegaCon in Tampa in October with his wife. Mm-hmm. So, and he's trying to put a costume together for it. So hopefully we can expect some pictures from that.
Yeah, Bear, get lots of pictures, Keep us updated on your trip.
But either way, guys, before we break into anything else, I'm going to get some more songs playing up in here.
Hans, spin that shit.
Enjoy.
bounce off.
And we're back to the Weekly Rapture only here on Exit 92 Radio. I'm Hannah Rotu, or DJ Hans! DJ Hans!
DJ Hans.
DJ Hans.
And I'm still muted.
Oh, DJ Hans.
DJ Hans forgot to unmute me again. Damn German.
DJ Hans, sorry.
So sorry.
So we're back to the Weekly Rapture, only here on X92 Radio. Coming up here in a little bit, I have an interview with Chronicles of Buttered Toast guy again. Mayor Toast. Or Lucius.
Senor Toast.
No, not Senior Toast. He doesn't do that voice.
No, I'm just playing around.
But, so we'll have him here in just a little bit, and he's going to be talking about his series of his voice acting stuff. And, but first, we're going to have a tech report with Benny.
Woohoo! Yeah, because I actually got some things I want to talk about. But before we get into, the tech tips with Benny, or tech news with Benny, tune in tomorrow, guys, because I will be on Nerd Central HQ with the Big Bad Boo Bear tomorrow. And we're gonna nerd out and hopefully blow your minds with some of the new stuff that's coming out.
Hooray!
Hooray! But no, I was looking at some stuff because I was trying to find a good power supply for my computer. Because DJing, doing the show and stuff like that, I only got a 750 power supply for my system, and that's good and all. But I use so many externals that draws up so much power. I had to look around to try to find a new one, and I found a pretty good one from Corsair. It's 1,000 watts, so that pretty much would run my system and anything else I need to plug into it.
Mm-hmm. And I saw a picture of this.
Yeah, so that's really, really good. When you're going with power, when you're running a computer, you always need more power.
Always more power and more fans. Always more fans.
Oh yes. Also, you guys stay tuned. Within the next couple, within the week, for a Legend of Tarzan review from the Big Bad Boo Bear himself. I'm actually looking forward to that. I actually might want to try to be part of the part of that review. So I'm gonna have to hunt down the film and see if I can find it and watch it myself. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna be interesting. But no, we got a lot of tech stuff going on. With the release of the NVIDIA 1080 graphics card and the 1060 graphics card. Oh my God, those things are gorgeous, but they are expensive. I'm talking like $700 to $800 a pop. But if you want your computer VR ready, that's the graphics card you want to go with. That's the latest series of NVIDIA cards that are out. It's like, with the new Doom game running at 1080 on ultra settings, you're getting and if you're using them in a dual, in a dual configuration, an SLI configuration, oh my God, it is so gorgeous. You get 200 FPS. 200. And Doom is not an easy game to run for systems, especially older ones.
And for the people who don't know what 200 FPS is, it's really, really good. Really so smooth. It's like riding on it, taking a magic carpet ride.
Oh yeah, FPS stands for frames per second. You want the higher frame per second, the better the lower, the worse. But usually you want to stick around 60. But if your game can run 200 smoothly, oh my God, it's like butter. Oh yeah, and porn. Oh my God, you could watch porn in 4K with those cards. 4K porn. There you go. That should make any man happy.
4D.
4D?
Yeah, man. It's like 3D, but better.
If you want 4D porn, then hook up with your lady and and take her to bed. That's the only thing I can say for 4D porn. Technology ain't that advanced yet, unless you're in Japan, because they do some weird shit out there.
Fucking Japan, always doing weird shit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in Japan, no, another piece of tech that's got me really, really, really excited is the Nintendo NX. Mm-hmm. Also, shout out to my friend, shout out to my drummer, Sal, for tuning in. Thanks for listening and coming to the show. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I am super excited for the Nintendo NX. It has been revealed, it's been leaked that the Nintendo NX is going to be a handheld home console, and it's going to bridge the gap between home console and portable consoles. Mm-hmm. So Nintendo's basically taking their next home console and giving it the portability of their powerhouses of their handheld consoles. So basically, you would be walking around with a home console with the graphics of a PS3 to PS4 in the palm of your hand, out anywhere you want to go.
Well, that's always nice.
That is amazing, dude.
It is amazing.
That is just absolutely, utterly amazing. Another thing is a game that recently came out that I'm sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. I'm a little scatterbrained today.
That's all good, buddy.
I think it's called Unknown Skies or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Came out for the PS4. It will be coming out for the PC on the 12th for anybody that is interested in playing it on the PC. But
Mm-hmm.
this game is amazing. It is massive. It is huge. Basically, just think Minecraft, but in space, but better
Minecraft
looking.
in space.
You get a ship. You can fly to different planets. You can run into other players. It is just a huge game.
I've seen it.
Oh, No Man's Sky. Thank you, Sal.
Yep, I've definitely seen the previews for that, and I'm very interested in seeing that.
It's like, dude, it just blows my mind that there's over 100 trillion planets in their world, and it's only made by 13 people.
What system did you say it was on?
It's going to be on PS4 and computer.
Nice. I got a PS4. I might get it.
Nice. I'm going to try to get the PC version. I'm hoping that they made the PC version and the PS4 version cross-platform compatible, because I know they did that with Final Fantasy XIV.
I might just get it on the PC. Any idea what kind of price point they have on it?
I think it's just a standard $60. But it won't be released till the 12th, so I don't know what the price for the PC version is going to be. But dude, over 100 trillion planets, and that the game, and the game was created by 13 people. That is just insane.
Well, because they created computer algorithms that randomly generate stuff.
Oh yeah, but the game is so big though that they actually have to send out actual little probes that they've designed in the game to aimlessly wander space, just to make sure that there's no bugs farther out.
Mm-hmm.
So that is just mind blowing that game developers at the studio basically created an entire universe, like that. That is just insane.
That is pretty crazy, for sure.
And hopefully at some point in our lives, everyone at Exit 92 can play it, and you guys can, we all can play it and dominate the universe.
Exit 92 will be on top, baby.
We always on top.
Always. So you got any other tech news?
Not really. Not too much. Oh, besides the fact that I'm going to be getting a new PV mixing board for the show and other various purposes that I'm going to need it for.
Mm-hmm.
So you heard it here first, people.
Yeah. You heard it here first on the Weekly Rapture, only on Exit 92 Radio. And with that being said, we're going to cut into another little song break here.
So sit back and enjoy.
Enjoy. we're back here on the Weekly Rapture, only on Exit 92 Radio. I'm DJ Hans, and I'm here
Benny.
with Benny. Yep, that just
So
happened.
you always gotta steal my thunder. I can announce myself.
Yes, I have to steal the thunder.
Yeah, well, the thunder rolls.
So, coming up next, we were supposed to have the Chronicles of Buttered Toast, and we were supposed to have Lucius on the show with us. But unfortunately, he has not made it in yet, so he's not going to be able to be on the show. If he makes it in before the show is over, I will try to get him in here, but the chances are looking slim.
To none.
Very slim. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was the trials and tribulations of new artists and trying to get signed.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good topic.
I wanted to talk about, like, say you just start making music, and you think you've got some good stuff, and you're trying to get signed, and you're trying to get your name out there. It's a hard thing to do. It really is. You gotta promote yourself. If you don't have a promoter, you have to, put your music out there on 1,000 different websites just to get heard by a couple thousand people.
There's a lot of footwork involved, passing out CDs, just going places.
And there's really a lot of challenges that people face whenever they're trying to, put their music out there and trying to get signed, trying to, get people to hear them. And I wanted to talk about a couple of personal experiences while, trying to make it, and I'm sure that Benny here has got some stuff that he wants to add on the topic.
Oh yeah, I got some firsthand experience too with this particular topic, and yeah. And sometimes it's not the people you're trying to get signed with you got to worry about. It's the people that you end up working with you got to worry about sometimes.
Yeah, a song got stolen from me one time.
What?
Yeah, it was a big copyright thing. So basically, a long time ago on Newgrounds, I submitted a song, and I released the FLP download for it. And it was a really good song. It really was.
What song was it?
I'd rather not disclose over the radio station.
Oh, okay. I was just honestly asking. It's all good. It's all good.
We're just gonna stick with the story here. Not gonna bring up the old memories here. But,
Okay, no, I was just curious, because it's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's just, but you got to watch out for stuff like that with copyrights and stuff. If you're planning on ever trying to release the song for commercial purposes, don't ever release sources of it and then reformat your hard drive. And that's all I got to say about it.
Ooh, ouch.
But either way. That was one trial and tribulation that I had to overcome whenever I first started out, because I released the song and it started blowing up, and then somebody came in and tried to say that the song was theirs, and I had no way to prove myself.
See, this is why. Okay, when something like that happens, this is what I do. I do what's called a poor man copyright. I will put my music either on a thumb drive or burn it to a CD and then mail it to myself and not open that at all.
That's a good idea.
And it does work. It's called the poor man's copyright, because as long as you have exactly when it, because the data will obviously on the disc will tell you when it was recorded, or on the thumb drive will tell you when it was recorded and when it was made, and if you're going to go to the thumb drive route, if somebody tries to steal your song and you're using the poor man's copyright, put every section of the song on basically how you made it, in the different stages, so you can prove that you worked on it, that it is your piece of work.
That's not a bad idea. But so the next trial and tribulation is just the little amount of exposure that you can get just by casually promoting yourself. Like, whenever I say that, I basically mean like, whenever you're just making songs and just like posting a link here or there, you really have to promote yourself, because if you don't, then nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like you can't just, here's a link to my song. Basically, what I do is I just throw out a link here and there, and that's not how you get promoted. That's not how you get blown. That's not how you get blown up.
No. You gotta really put yourself out there. Basically, you gotta go balls to the wall. You can't be afraid of getting hurt. You gotta go all out, or you're not going to get anywhere.
Nowhere, whatsoever. So what about you, Benny? What kind of trials and tribulations have you faced with your music?
Okay, trials and tribulations that I've gone through with my music career is, I've played some pretty big venues and stuff. We've signed contracts and whatnot, and we've had to do ticket sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's putting yourself out there. But when you have to sell a certain amount of tickets, or you have to sell a certain number of tickets, and if you don't, you have to pay the remainder just to play because of the contract.
Right.
And that is a pain to do because you can't just go by word of mouth from your friends. No, Craigslist is your friend. Advertise on Craigslist, advertise on Facebook. If you're selling tickets for a show or anything that you're doing, just advertise it. Especially if you're playing with big people and not a lot of people will know that these big name people are playing there. Push it. You'll get sales. The other tribulation that sucks that with today's music is there's an oversaturation of music because nowadays everybody and their mother can just set up a studio in their home and just make music.
Right.
It's not like the olden days where music was done by professionals and it wasn't easy to do it at home. Now it's too easy, and there's an oversaturation. So, when you're getting into the music industry and stuff like that, listen to what's around you, listen to what's out there, and try to come up with your own formula, your own sound, something unique to yourself, something that you can push that people haven't heard yet. I understand that's a lot easier said than done, but if you can do it, you're golden.
You will rise above the competition.
The second thing that I don't like is looks. If you don't look a certain way, or if you're not attractive to the public eye, if you're trying to become a mainstream a mainstream musician, if you ain't got the look, they ain't gonna sign you. It's like your music could be great, but if you're fugly, they ain't gonna sign you.
Definitely not.
This ain't like the 90s or the 80s or the 70s where we had great, beautiful, talented musicians. And some of them, I'm not going to lie, were pug ugly. But they made beautiful music. Nowadays, that's not so much of a thing as if you can make good music. It's if you have the look and they can brand you and they can use your face to sell.
Yeah, because they like beautiful people on the front of CD covers.
Yeah. Or clothing lines or makeups or whatever have you that musicians are help pushing nowadays.
However they can sell you.
Pretty much. And the other thing is, if you get signed to a record label, you will not own your music anymore. You belong to the studio. You belong to the label. They own you.
Own your soul.
So if you're trying to get exposure and get out in the music industry, I highly suggest going the underground route. Look at the Misfits. They've done great. They're not main. It's like, yeah, there's T-shirts and stuff, and everyone knows of the Misfits, but they're not mainstream. You don't hear them on the radio at all, really, too much. They're still very underground, but they got a huge following.
Right.
The other trial that you got to pay, that you got to be wary for, and this has happened to me in my old band, along with my bass player, is we played a big show with the Casualties at Madsen, years ago, and my bass player had ties with Johnny Coffin, who makes the coffin cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
Johnny wanted to promote us and get us on Coffin Case, get us back, back us as a sponsor and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the drummer and our lead guitar player vocalist screwed that up for us because the day after that show, after we finished our set, they left the band. They split. They're like, we're done. We don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, you always have to watch out for that. People get fed up with stuff and they just, they don't want to do it no more.
Oh yeah, and even if you're going somewhere, if someone gets fed up enough, they'll pull the rug right out from underneath you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, it doesn't matter if you're on your way to the top. It's just like sometimes people will just be dicks and be like, you know what, yeah, we're going far, but I don't want to do this anymore. So, for any bands out there, be wary of your bandmates. You know, it's like, yeah, you guys may be cool and awesome and tight now, but just, you know, when you guys are out there playing shows, the pressure can get to you, and it will get to you.
Definitely will. Oh, man. So you got any other trials and tribulations, buddy?
Not so much, but more of a nitpick, and I think I talked about this last time, is the oversaturation of people using autotune.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I can't stand autotune.
It's like, if you can't sing, don't sing.
No, I will give credit to, like, some artists really do a good job of, like, using autotune to harmonize with other instruments and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's great, but if you listen to them without autotune, they got a good set of pipes on them. They're just using autotune to amplify. They're not using it to hide or correct anything.
Right. Yeah.
Not like
you're talking about using
Lil
autotune
Wayne and
the
whatnot
wrong
that are
way.
heavily auto-tuned.
Right.
Jesus.
I got you. But I'm thinking we're gonna go into another little song break here. I got two more artists that definitely created their own style of music here, and that has got them little ways. They're not famous because they're all independent and unsigned artists here on Exit 92 Radio or on the Weekly Rapture on Exit 92
But they do.
Radio.
But what the first track that we're going to play, this person does have a decent following, and he's a good friend of ours.
He is a good friend of ours. This is Real Faction, Simple Sight,
Part
Embarrassment
2.
Song.
Enjoy.
Machete for hands, warden and judge hide behind masks with raindrop law, small rationing. Exhume the rhetoric or break the weak in single file. Sanction this outbreak, a virus conspires. Push becomes shove, days become months, and I seem to have forgotten the warmth of this sun now. It's contagious. Feeding frenzy, it's contagious. Shackle the grapple and the sentinels found. Binoculars watch cardboard towns strung up in web. The net was flung over the order slave trade. The weak, no call to arms. Sanction this outbreak, a virus conspires. Push becomes shove, days become months, and I seem to have forgotten the warmth of this sun now. Frenzy, it's contagious. A single spark sets spectral fires. Feeding frenzy, it's contagious. A single spark sets spectral fires. boat sailing upon the reddest stone like a dead 10-inch flowers withered and gone. Beast in the moat, dwelling upon bitter bones. Shivers of swords, the quivers of bows. Reminiscence of a dream I had the other day, the day before that. Willing pilgrim that's lost his way. Riches of misters with no cost to pay, but the heart's at the stake. Redefine property, just seems I can't teach my mind properly. Gleam the breeze, life to the rocks beneath. Breathing fear, seeing fear without a relative. Warlocks and thieves, robots and sheep. See my star in the evening air, but no sailor ship to reach a touch. Just living for the hell of it, keeping the cellar lit, not turning the page. Watching pale to death, the bird in the cage. Spells of horrors, hell as we know it. Falling angels, devils rising in chorus. Tales of locusts, melancholy forests. Dark specters residing before us. Aftermath of honor in the dark, dark ashes of wandering stars. Into waves of somber winds we depart as dark ashes of wandering stars, yeah. At last, soul treading upon soft soils finds no love loyal but higher ups foiled when the rain doesn't fall. Who could you call equal as you find under the dirt the root of all evil? But he sits in whatever shade given to him stays in place through the days, stemming to end the withering stem in his thoughtful hours. The colossal tower over the slothful flower, and so it is the story of odious needs, the resting our ease to the copious of weeds. Agreed that the flourish of water won't feed the flower top the atoned breeze of autumn even lost in sea of still level they reflect till the shrivel of every chill petal is a rest so I can live on my feet or cower the tall staring upon poets and flowers the flowers of fall. Spells of horrors, hell as we know it. Falling angels, devils rising in chorus. Tales of locusts, melancholy forests. Dark specters residing before us. Aftermath of honor in the dark, dark ashes of wandering stars. Into waves of somber winds we depart as dark ashes of wandering stars.
And we're back to the Weekly Rapture only here on Exit 92 Radio. I'm DJ Hans, and
I'm Benny.
Yep. I'm sorry, I keep on fucking cutting you
I
off.
am not letting you steal my thunder, you German bastard.
I'm not German.
Right, Hans. Right. Oh wait, no, I forgot. You're Floridian or whatever it is, because you're from Florida.
Yep. So, coming up next on Exit 92 Radio, starting at 9 o'clock, is the WWE Talk Simulcast. So if you're into that type of stuff and you're listening to the show, make sure you stick around for that. But I think we're about to wrap it up here. Benny, you got any closing thoughts?
No, not really. Again, I want to say happy 4-year anniversary to Bear and to Boo Bear and Mrs. Boo Bear.
Yep, definitely. Happy 4-year anniversary to the Big Bad Boo Bear and the Mrs. Boo Bear. I wish y'all 50 more years.
No, do not let that love you guys have. Do not let it fade. Do not let it go.
Definitely not. So, if you haven't already, make sure you follow us on the Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Weekly Rapture. There is a link in the
doobly-doo.
The description of the stream. Also, make sure that you go and shoot us a like on the YouTube channel, which had recently got set up. You can find us at Exit 92 Radio on YouTube. And we have other social media sites, so just pick one, whichever one you use, and we probably have one. Make sure you go and give us a like or a follow on there, so that way we can keep you guys updated with the latest news from the Weekly Rapture or Exit 92 Radio, whichever one you're liking.
Oh yeah. Also on YouTube, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, send us some stuff that you guys would be interested of us talking about on the show.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because we're always down for new topics. Always. So with that being said, we're gonna say happy trails.
Happy trails to you.
Happy trails.
But here we go.
Happy trails, guys.
Happy trails. Brought to you by DJ Hans and the Big Bad Boo Bear. Happy trails.